Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey, here once again with another video on the Flash movie. So there's been a plethora of DC news that's come out over the past couple of days, so there's a lot to go over, but this is one thing I definitely wanted to jump into because it plays off a video that we did 2 months ago or something, where we went over a list of Funko Pops potentially for the Flash movie, and now we actually have some images to go alongside of those where I think one of them wasn't listed, but even then, for some reason, I feel like there was some weird coding on one of those that you couldn't really indicate what was what. So maybe this was the Funko Pop that was related to it. I'm not 100% sure, but we're going to go over all of these, give my thoughts on them, whether they look good and whether you think they'd be a decent purchase or not, and all of that. But of course, throughout the video, be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you like the look of them? How do you think they play into the story? Everything like that. Let me know your thoughts down there. And of course, if you're going to enjoy the video, want to show support and everything like that, want to drop a like on it to show support. So yeah, as you can see here, we have all, I'm going to count in my head, 10 Funko Pops. There's actually 11 Funko Pops, but one of them isn't pictured here. And I think it just, I don't know if like one of them fits into the other one. I'm not too sure, but we'll jump into that after we go over these. So yeah, there's 10 here. Very mixed in regards to like the type of characters and stuff. It's not like you're getting like 7 versions of the Flash here. It's all mixed up. Some characters that I think some people maybe weren't expecting to be in the movie or expect to be in the movie enough to warrant getting a Funko Pop. So let's break down each of them right now. So the first one we have here is of just your standard Flash. This is just the Flash, the star of the movie. There were some people thinking that this was Grant Gustin's. No, this is not Grant Gustin's. This is clearly the Ezra Miller one. Maybe off the headpiece, maybe you might think it's the Grant Gustin one, but no, that's just meant to be the Ezra Miller, Barry Allen from the movie. Now, it just looks like you normally would think it is. It looks like what a Funko Pop for that character would look like from what we've seen previously. So nothing amazing there. I wonder if they'll release any special ones like they usually do with a Flash, like a glow in the dark, maybe an unmasked one. An unmasked one is usually something they would do. So that's a wait and see though. We'll have to wait and see if they do anything like that. The next one is Wonder Woman. This just looks like one of the other ones that they've done for her in other movies. Maybe this is just because it's present day, so her outfit is more worn. It's not like newer looking like it was in the first Wonder Woman movie or in Wonder Woman 1984. So this is like the present day one. It's a bit more worn out, darker colors and stuff like that. Now, from what we know, she's only really in the beginning of the movie, but maybe someplace towards the end as well. So that's a wait and see. But it is surprising that they'd feel the need to do a Wonder Woman Funko Pop just because, you had her movie, Justice League, then Wonder Woman 84. There's been a lot of Wonder Woman Funko Pops, so I'm surprised they're doing another one. But then again, a lot of people buy them, so maybe that's why they felt the need to do one. The next one is pretty cool, and that's General Zod. So we knew General Zod was in this movie, coming back by Michael Shannon. He's going to be playing him again, like he did in Man of Steel. But the thing is that the original General Zod Funko Pop from the Man of Steel movie is like extremely expensive to get. It's extremely rare because this was like towards the beginning of Funko and all the Funko Pops and stuff like that. So pretty cool to see him back. I don't know if it's going to diminish the value of that other General Zod one or raise the price even more. But yeah, we're getting General Zod back. We already knew that, but it's cool to see him in his Man of Steel suit, the same sort of suit that he was wearing in that movie. So yeah, be interesting to see how it plays out. The next one is the other Barry Allen in the makeshift Flash suit, which might I say, which of course is just a old Michael Keaton bat suit with the ears chopped off and spray painted red and some other detailing and stuff like that. It still looks weird, just having like the little ears just slightly cut off of it. It does look a bit awkward. I don't even know what I was trying to think exactly what it looks like. It just looks a bit weird. But yeah, it looks pretty much like what we've seen previously from other looks of this suit. Nothing major stands out in regards to new things. We've seen all of this stuff before. So there's the Funko Pop. I don't know how popular this one will be, but it's a wait and see. It doesn't really stand out to me, but it's interesting. Now the next one is pretty cool, I guess you want to say, just because it's a bit different, and that's this one here where it's Barry Allen, but it's in like a proto Flash suit. And this actually reminds me of the pilot episode for the TV show. I'm sure people remember the suit that Barry wore, like that Star-Lord's put together, and it was like, oh, the lycra was a bit tight and he wore like knee pads and a bike helmet of sorts. It sort of looks like this. Now this is unclear what version of Barry Allen it's going to be. I don't know if it's meant to be the main Barry that we traveled to this new timeline with from the beginning of the movie, or it's the younger Barry that we meet in this timeline that's obviously in that makeshift bat suit that we just went over. I'm not too sure, but there are some finer details. Now, these details came out from, I think it was Flash Film News that posted them. Now, they said that this is the first look at Barry Allen's proto Flash suit that he wears in Metropolis during the Black Zero event, and that's when like they're up against General Zod. Now it's wasn't stated, unfortunately, if that is meant to be the Barry we travel back to or the young Barry. You'd have to assume the younger Barry if it's a proto suit, but then again, we don't know what happens to our Barry in this timeline, whether he loses his suit, loses his powers where he can't use the suit. Who knows? Who knows exactly what happens, but he's wearing like a Wonder Woman helmet. I'm assuming he's wearing like a mask. It looks like he's in the middle of COVID or something, but a mask, and I think that might be so he doesn't get like bugs and stuff caught in his mouth or something, maybe something along those lines. But yeah, he's like wearing like knee pads and different things like that. So it's definitely like a makeshift suit, almost playing off like the Flash Year One comic. It was a Flash Year One, I think it was, or Year Zero, whatever it was. The comic from a few years ago, which played into like the general Flash run, and he wore something like this, but it was like no helmet and stuff like that. But he wore like knee pads, and like the shoes were a bit like taped up because they were falling apart from running. So it sort of plays off something from the comics, which is pretty cool. The next one is Dark Flash. Now, the question I had when first going over Dark Flash and to look at him was whether he had eyes, and you can see that he has like holes there for his eyes. Now, apparently this came out that, and this is apparently, I don't think this is 100% confirmed, but the material on the Dark Flash, when I say not Black Flash, but Dark Flash is like Kryptonian or something. So I don't know what happens to him, exactly who he is, whether he's meant to be another version of Barry Allen or not. You can see that like maybe he matches the Barry Allen Funko, so I don't know if that's meant to be a hint as to who he is or who he is not. But yeah, you can see him like he has horns on the back, and even on his wrist, it looks like he has like horns that might be able to stab or something like that. So it looks weird. Like weird is probably the best word to use. Like it definitely doesn't look normal. I'm still unclear whether this character is going to be liked or not. I don't mind it, but at the same time, I think people are very weirded out that there's no Reverse Flash, which when I showed you them all before, you would have noticed there was no Reverse Flash there. So people are a bit weirded out that there is no Reverse Flash, at least based off the promo stuff coming out. But yeah, Dark Flash is what we're getting, I guess. Next up is Supergirl. This is pretty much what I expected it to look like. Looks like the suit, looks like the actress with the shorter hair. Looks exactly what I thought this Supergirl pop would look like. So nothing that outrageous, but nothing bad at the same time. It's just pretty much what I was expecting. Now, one that I wasn't expecting, and I don't think anyone was expecting because it wasn't really on any of the leaked Funko Pops, like all these other ones we mentioned were, this one wasn't, and that's Iris West. So Iris West is getting a Funko Pop, apparently based off this. Now, she's wearing an outfit that we saw through some set photos. It's like when Barry's leaving the courthouse, I think. She's wearing this. Now, this is interesting because the show of The Flash is about to go into its 9th and final season, and Candice Patton's Iris West never received a Funko Pop. So there's a lot of, I don't know if backlash or uproar or just confusion, whatever you want to call it, it's around this, because why Iris West, who's probably not going to be in this movie that much, is getting one, but the show version didn't get one. You can have your own reasons. I've always said it's because the show version doesn't have a definitive look, and that's probably why they didn't give her one. But then again, like, is this the definitive look for Iris West in the movie? I don't know, but I guess they have to maybe add another female character in there, because you got Wonder Woman, who's probably not in the movie that much either, and then Supergirl's your only like main female character. So maybe that's their viewpoint. I'm not too sure. And finally, we have the two Batmen. So we'll just show them both together. On the left, we have the Ben Affleck version. On the right, we have the Michael Keaton version. Michael Keaton's wearing the classic suit that you'd associate with him. Ben Affleck, I think, has like a new tactical sort of suit. I think it's meant to be sort of similar to the Justice League suit we saw him in, but with some minor upgrades and everything like that. But yeah, he looks like how you'd expect him to look, and just how both Batman just look how you'd expect Batman to look. So it's nothing too crazy. But that isn't it for Michael Keaton's Batman, because there was a pop ride, I think they call them. And this is one that also was in the list, and that's Batman in his Batwing, as you can see here, which looks cool. Now, I don't know if it's the same, if he's doing a different pose. I think he's doing the same pose. I'm not 100% sure if it's a different pose that he's doing, but at least this confirms that the Batwing will be in the movie, even though I think many people assumed it would be. So that's cool. I don't know if there's anything else coming out. Apparently in the leaked pop list, there was a Flash movie scene, but I don't know if it gave the specific details on what the scene was. I think it might have been in the Batcave. So I guess it would have had both Flashes, maybe like this one here and the makeshift Batsuit Flash, and then Michael Keaton's Batman, and maybe Supergirl, maybe all four of them, or maybe just the two Flashes and Batman. in the Batcave. Maybe doing something like that. So there was like a scene Funko Pop as well, but that hasn't been leaked here or anything like that. So that's a wait and see. But yeah, we are slowly approaching the first trailer or first official trailer for the Flash movie heading our way on the night of the Super Bowl. As I said, I'll be streaming on Twitch to watch that live and react to it and have a talk about it and break down everything like that. YouTube, it's a bit hard to do that because of all their weird copyright stuff. So Twitch is definitely the place to do that live. So obviously the link to that is in the description down below. But yeah, I've enjoyed looking at these. They look pretty interesting. The Proto one is one that stands out to me just because it's very unique. So I think I might get the main Flash one, maybe the Supergirl one. I have to wait and see what it looks like. And then the Proto Flash suit, it just looks interesting to me. It just looks different. So I feel like those are those like the top ones to get. Maybe Dark Flash, but this picture doesn't really give us a great look at it and like the actual color of it in real life. So I have to wait and see what that looks like in the actual box. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like on it to show support. Let me know in the comment section down below your various opinions on all this stuff. Which one catches your eye the most? You're going to get any of them, or you're just going to leave it be. Let me know your thoughts down there. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And I will catch you guys later. Goodbye.